peaceful protest. Just wait for a few more people to come. Thank you very much once again for coming, guys. Enjoy yourselves today. Have fun. Thank you once again for everyone for coming. Appreciate it. Peterhead appreciates it. Are you ready to make some noise? There we go. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and my team. We couldn't have done this without all of you guys coming here today. Today is a peaceful protest. No violence, no carry on, nothing. It's about the community. It's about time people started standing up for Peterhead, and we are going to stand up for Peterhead. Anyway, I've got a couple of speeches, just little wee ones. It's about two important things about this community, our fishing and our farming. So, standing up for Scotland's farmers against Labour and SNP failures. We gather today to voice our frustration and concern over the policies of Labour and the SNP that are damaging Scotland's farming industry. For too long, these political parties have neglected the needs of our farmers, undermining the ability to sustain their livelihoods and care for their land. Their actions or lack of have led to burdening farmers with excessive regulation and red tape, making it harder to operate efficiently and profitably. Farmers have faced increased bureaucracy and export challenges due to the UK's exit from the EU, the botched deal. With the EU creating red tape that hampers trade access to seasonal labour. The removal of ring-fenced agricultural budgets following the UK autumn budget has created anxiety amongst Scottish farmers. Failure to secure trade deals and market access, leaving our farmers vulnerable to international competition and price fluctuations. Neglect of rural communities, leading to a decline in farming jobs, local services and community vanity. Insufficient support for sustainable farming practices, risking soil health, biodiversity and long-term food security. Unfair inheritance tax policies that threaten family farms, forcing farms to sell off land or assets to cover tax liabilities instead of passing them down to our next generation. Our farmers are part of the backbone of Scotland and Peterhead economy and heritage. Yet Labour and the SNP have prioritised other interests, neglecting the urgent need to support and protect our farming industry. Labour's manifesto was notably vague on agricultural funding. The National Farmers Union, the NFUS, expressed disappointment, saying the absence of a clear funding commitment ignores our number one priority. Top financial priority, long-term, ring-fenced agricultural funding. Top strategic priority, recognising food security as a pillar of national policy. We call on these parties to listen to our farmers, end bureaucrat burdens, reform inheritance tax policies that threaten family farms, and implement policies that promote fair trade, sustainability and the future of Scotland's agriculture. It's time for leadership that values our farmers and secures Scotland's sovereignty. Farmers and communities should have control over how their food is produced, distributed and consumed, than rather being dictated by global markets or corporate interests in Scotland. This includes supporting local food systems over imports, protecting land, water, seed rights from privatisation, and valuing small-scale, sustainable farming over industrial agriculture. That's just for the farmers. And this is a wee bit smaller, so this one's for the fishing. Holding Labour and SNP accountable for the damage to Scotland's fishing industry. We stand here today to raise our voice against the policies and decisions made by Labour and the SNP that are threatening the future of Scotland's fishing industry. For years, these political parties have failed to prioritise the needs of our fishermen, our marine environment. Their complicity and broken promises have led to over-regulation and bureaucrat red tape that hinder local fishermen's ability to operate sustainably and profitably. Failure to secure fishing rights post-Brexit, leaving our waters vulnerable to foreign vessels and undermining Scottish sovereignty. Neglect of local fishing communities. Peterhead, they are either too taxed or poorly enforced. Risk of depletion of fish stocks and damage to our marine ecosystem. Our fishing communities deserve leadership that defends their livelihoods, protects our waters and promotes sustainable practices. Instead, Labour and the SNP have allowed economic and environmental damage to fester, putting Scotland's marine heritage at risk. We demand accountability and a change in direction, one that puts Scottish fishermen first, respects our fishing rights and safeguards our seas for our future generations. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. We're going to play music for a wee bit and then we'll get another speaker on. Thank you once again. One, two. Okay, Peterhead, we have our next guest speaker. He's called Josh. He's come a long way to speak today. Josh Fley, come take the microphone, brother. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Hello. So I'm not here as a political activist today. I'm here as an Aberdeenshire local. I'm a veteran. I work on a farm. I'm one of you. My grandma's buried in the grave here, in the graveyard here. So I've come to Peterhead my whole life. Do you know, Peterhead's a part of me as well. My family's been brought up here at Bodham. So I'm not coming here as a political activist, I'm coming here as one of you today. So good afternoon, and thank you for standing shoulder to shoulder with us today. We are here for one reason, because enough is enough. We are watching our country be dismantled brick by brick while being told to sit down, shut up and to smile like you love it. We will not sit down. And we're from the northeast of Scotland. Do you really think we're going to shut up? Our people are suffering. Our nation is bleeding. And our so-called leaders are the ones holding the knife. Here in the northeast, we've got proud, working families who can't afford to heat their homes. Our elderly are choosing between food and electricity. There are children of our homeland living in poverty, cold, hungry and afraid. And while that's happening, the government is spending millions housing strangers in luxury hotels, giving handouts to people who have never contributed a single thing to this country. Charity starts at home, and if you can't look after your own people first, you have failed. They call us hateful, but we are not driven by hate, we are driven by love. Love for our land, love for our bloodlines, and love for the future generations of our beautiful homeland. And that demands action. We stand for remigration because people have the God-given right to live in peace and prosperity in their own ancestral homelands. And that includes us, the native people of this land. The Scots, the English, the Welsh, the Northern Irish, the British. No one dares question the right of Pakistanis' rights to Pakistan or China's right to China or Chinese rights to China. But the minute it comes to us, we're classed as hateful, we're classed as racist, and no more to that. No. While our children starve, while our roads rot, while the NHS waiting lists grow longer by the day, the global elite funnel billions into foreign aid and open borders. And it's not incompetence, it's deliberate. It's a betrayal. They're attacking everything that made this country strong. Our farms suffocated by net zero policies and red tape. Our fishing industry, well, Peterhead, look at it, it's been sold off to who will ever pay the most for your fishing industry, it's been sold off to them. Our energy sector crippled while we sit on vast oil, gas and coal. And our freedom, while our freedom's been exchanged under the false guise of safety. They want us weak, dependent, divided. But today, here today, we say enough is enough. This is our land. These are our streets. This is our future, and it belongs to us. Not the elites, not the media, not the traitors at Westminster and Holyrood. So let them smear us, let them try to shut us down, because we are not afraid and we are not backing down. This is a movement of the people, by the people, for the people. And we are just getting started. Thank you, and God bless our people in homeland.
Next on stage we've got Mr. Craig Houston. Let's hear it.
Hi folks, welcome to Peterhead. It's an absolute privilege to be here. And what I will say, what a turnout. If you take places that have got 10 times the population of this place, I guarantee you something, they would not get 10 times the amount of people. So a big round of applause for yourself. What a great turnout. Well done. Now, a few things I want to talk about, and the first thing I want to talk to are the people at the back. And what I'd like them to do, because you can all hear me, is ask yourself the question, how do you get up on a Saturday morning, read a poster about a local protest with local people that have spoke before me, and they've pointed out things they're unhappy with, then it's the same all across the UK. They are concerned with the councils closing old folks' homes. They're concerned with the fisheries, they're concerned about farming, they're concerned about the levels of immigration, of unfiltered people coming to their town. They have fears for the safety of their children and fears for the safety of their females. And these concerns are shared all across the United Kingdom. And I want to ask you people at the back, how do you get up on a Saturday morning, look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to counter that? You are a shame to the United Kingdom. Put up more banners, please. That's not enough. I'm used to talking against bigger crowds than you. Believe it. I've been up and down this country talking to people in areas the same as this. To the good platoon the same at the back with the same banners. And you are a shameful display. You need to ask yourself. On with purpose now. That is the last I'll say or think of you. But when I'm finished, if any of you want to debate with me, please make yourself available. If any of you want to come and take some of my microphone time and explain why you're here, I would be delighted to hear from you. Thank you. Anyway, back to business and the good people up here ahead. I've been all over Britain in the last 6-8 weeks. I've just spoke to a lady from Ballymena. That's where my journey started. Since then, I went to Glasgow, Edinburgh, Manchester, London, Dover. I even popped across on a ferry to see what was happening in Calais. I'm just back from a trip to the forefront of EU immigration from outside the EU to the island of Lesbos in Greece. And what I saw there, I wasn't there getting a suntan like your John. I was there investigating how people are coming into the EU, and what I saw was frightening. But what I found in all these places, and this is what I want to tell you today, you are not alone. The people all over the UK have got the same concerns. The people even in Europe that I talk to have got the same concerns. So unlike the people at the back, I get up off my arse and I go and speak to them to find out what they feel. No listen to some norbit on Facebook, and they all feel the same as you. So take a bit of unity from that, and the concerns that I've got are not immigration. I know lots of immigrants. My family half came from immigration, but we've got too many. And anybody that wants to deny that needs to have their head looked at. I am not against the asylum seeker. I know a kid from Congo who spent the first 14 years of his life in an asylum compound in Africa, waiting for his family to find safe haven. They had to flee the Congo because of civil war was on their doorstep. That kid was born in that camp, spent the first 14 years within a 2.5 mile radius. And I don't want the queue jumpers to have any more Congolese kids in concentration camps like that for 14 years, because these people shout asylum seekers welcome here, and they all jump the queue from proper asylum seekers. So nobody tell me I'm a right-wing fascist because I don't believe in asylum. Asylum is a good thing when you can do it to the right recipients, and these people don't care who the recipients are. So I'm not against asylum, but we have too much unfiltered and people here under fake asylum. That's a concern. Level of immigration, fake asylum. I fear for the children, the safety of our children. And by the way, we have some horrible people in the United Kingdom that are well capable of doing horrible things to children. That is one skill we do not have a shortage of. So why do we allow others to join them and make the problem bigger? Call me old-fashioned, but I have fear for our females. And I know plenty of females that are well and capable of looking after themselves. I would stand beside most of them than some of the men I know. But I still think we should protect them. And in our societies and in our communities, we have people genuinely scared for their safety. And they predominantly are females. And that's not right. Again, we've got enough lunatics of our own. We don't need to bring more. And by God, we're bringing more every day. Other things that I've got a problem with and concerns about are knife crime and the levels of knife crime. And when I read a thing yesterday about a judge down south there was a foreign man who's going through an asylum process just now, and he was actually arrested for drug dealing, but when he gets sentenced, they also came up that he had a machete in his house. So he had loads of drugs, loads of cash, and a machete. And that man was given a suspended sentence. Now, regardless of his origins or his nationality, I don't believe that anybody found with such a knife should get a suspended sentence. Bearing in mind, the other crimes were drug related. And that just baffles me. That we're meant to have a government who are so concerned about knife crime, they're going to crack down on it. That we cannot jail somebody who's found with a machete, £50,000 worth of cash, and copious amounts of narcotics. That makes no sense to me. And that's the concerns I have, and that's why I came here today. Because I want to tell the good people of this area, and I know it's not just Peterhead people that are here today, but there's people from all over the northeast of Scotland. Have faith, because you're not alone. Because I've been all over the United Kingdom, and the concerns you have, that I share, are shared by almost everybody, apart from the good platoon. So have faith, we can beat this. Now how do we beat it? Well, that's dead sensible, dead simple, sorry. We have to change the establishment. Protesting is great because it gives loads of people who are maybe sitting in their house, they don't get out much, a bit of faith that others have the same concerns as them. So having peaceful, non-violent demonstrations should be paramount to this. And then we need to change the establishment. Just get a wee pause, just let the cops deal with whatever they're dealing with there. Right, enough of that. Where was I? Yeah, how we're going to change this. I'm not here for a party political broadcast, but people that follow me on social media will know fine well that I'm up for election. I'm trying to get into Holyrood in May 2026. And what I would say is, I'm not here for your votes, because you people can't vote for me. I'll be standing in Glasgow, so it's not a party political broadcast. But what it is, it's a sense broadcast, asking people, do what I'm doing. 18 months ago, I couldn't care about politics. I worried about politics twice. 18 months ago. Once when it came to a vote, where I figured out who I had to vote for, and two, when it came to a budget, when I wondered how much my fags whiskey and my petrol prices were going up. And now 18 months later, I'm standing for election. So if I can do it, you can do it. And if you want to do it, contact me, I'll give you advice. You don't need to join my party, you don't need to even like me. If you're a sensible person that wants to stand at Holyrood talk to me. And if you can't do that, stand in local council elections. Because I tell you what we need, regardless of the colour of the rosette, regardless of your politics, we need people in these places that are sensible people, normal people like us, not like them. So I would encourage anybody with a desire to just go and do it. I'm no superstar, I'm not the most intelligent person even in my house, and I'm doing it. And I would encourage as many of you guys to do it as possible. And that's how we do it. But to get to that, we need to keep these things up. So people who are losing faith and are losing hope can see these things on their TVs and on their mobile phones and say, good on the people of Peterhead, I'm not alone. And you guys are not alone. Okay? So, before I finish up, I overstayed my welcome in my 10-minute moan, but that is just because there was a wee bit of carry on at the back. So, before I go, does anybody at the back want to come and take the last minute of my mic to explain why they're here today? No, didn't think so. Anyway. Let's give them a round of applause for adding to the atmosphere and adding to attendance, because they've been saying bad things all week about us, and it's meant more of you coming today and learn about it. So well done.
Hi. Right, I'm here just to say that we need to get against everything that's going on. Sorry, I've just run all the way around here. One thing we can do is go into all these shops that have CCTV and we ask for our GDPR. We ask for our personal data from them. And if they refuse, then you can get some money off them. So, if you want to get some money in your pocket, go into these shops, and we need to stop these CCTVs in all the shops everywhere, spying on us for every minute. And you're entitled to get your own data from that shopping trip, or even just going into the supermarket.
Do you want to come? Well done. Get out your applause for French guy.
Okay, so I'm Kate. I'm from the counter protest over there, and we got invited. Oh yeah, boo as much as you like, but that is actually what we think about you guys, and do you know why?
Let her speak, guys. Just let her speak, right? Let's hear what she's got to say, right?
I got invited by your speaker here to come up and say why we were counter-protesting. I've just been told not to spout hate. There is no way I'm going to be spouting any hate, because us counter-protesters are not for hate. Look what that says. Nay hate, nay racism, nay fascism.
We agree.
We
agree.
So, if you agree, why are we hearing all this targeting of migrants, of vulnerable people? You were talking about them. You were talking about, you see, yes, illegal immigrants, less than 5%. Less than 5%. So, you told me you don't want to hear the other argument. I got invited up here to speak. I came up to speak, and you won't listen to it. You can disagree disagree with me as much as you like. I disagree with you about where you're targeting your hate, not about the issues. We agree with you about the issues. We know that there's not enough public services. We know that the NHS is under difficulties. We know the things that you have been talking about services to disabled people, etc. We know that violence against women is rising exponentially, but that's white men, that's not immigrants. So we agree with a lot of this. Laugh all you like.
Statistics say different, huh?
That you can laugh all you like, but that is a statement of fact. And that is the trouble. You guys are operating on the basis of misinformation. All of this booing and shouting at me is being driven by men who are not listening to a woman speaking, which is very typical. You've not had any women up here yet, apart from that woman just before me.
Right, thank you very much, Kate. I really appreciate her doing that. And what I need to ask then is, if we agree on so much, except one sentence from that lady's mouth, why are they separate? Why are they not on this side demanding the same things? Let's do it! Come on! Right, it's about uniting, not dividing, and I think that was a good example of there's 6 degrees of separation. All the difference is that woman believes that I hate immigrants, and I've already explained I don't. I'm not trying to target immigrants or asylum seekers, but we need it done in a far more organised fashion. We can't have an open border. The Scottish Government told us 6 months ago that we have a housing crisis. And then 6 months later tell us they want to bring more people in. Now, I'm not the most intelligent guy in the world, but I'm quite good at adding up, and that doesn't add up to me. It's a lot of nonsense. So let's get everybody who's got commonality fighting against that, not each other. Thank you very much, you good people of Peterhead. It's been a pleasure being here. And you guys are knocking it out of the park. You are absolutely brilliant. And the people of the United Kingdom will take strength from your actions today. Well done. Have a great day. Cheers, bye now.
Right, I've got a wonderful, fantastic lady here. I met her at the national protest in Aberdeen, and she's got a really shitty story to tell you, but it needs to be heard. Anyway, everybody, welcome Alicia White.
My name's Alicia, I'm from Ballymena, Northern Ireland. I moved to Aberdeen about 24 years ago. I have my 2 children here who are mixed race, so this is definitely not racism here. I just want to tell you about a day in Aberdeen a couple of months ago. I left my shop on St Macher Drive. I own a salon. So I was walking down from St Macher Drive and I seen this guy outside the Wood Centre, and he was obviously a foreign guy, had on his white prayer outfit and things, and he was stood with a pedal bin, and I thought, what is he doing with that pedal bin? So I kept walking anyway, and I looked at him and he started shouting at me and said, don't fucking look at me and stuff. And I was like, oh God, this guy's crazy. So I just kept walking down the road down St Macher Drive, and he started walking alongside me and shouting at me. So I thought, oh God, what am I going to do? So we ran across the road, but there was a bus sitting outside St Macher School. And I looked at the driver and I said to him, can I get on? Because the guy came running towards me, and he said yeah. So I jumped on the bus, and the guy came running up the side of the bus, and the bus driver couldn't get the door shut quick enough. So the guy came on the bus, and I was really scared, and he's like, don't you do that bitch, don't you do that bitch. And I'm like, what are you on about? And then the bus driver got him off the bus, pushed him off the bus, and shut the door, and the guy was like, I'll cut your fucking throat, I'll cut your throat. He was shouting at me. And I was like, oh my God, I was absolutely terrified. I've never experienced anything like that in my life before. So I came off the bus and I went home. I tried to report it to the police, but they weren't interested. My word against his. Yeah. So then last month I was at my gym in Aberdeen, and I caught an Indian guy filming me in the gym as well. So I haven't been to the gym since, but not because of that, I've just been busy, but hopefully the guys in the gym have dealt with it. So I love Aberdeen. I moved here, I've been so happy, and it's been so safe for so long. But I'm still seeing big changes now, and I don't feel safe, and the children don't feel safe anymore. So it's the government we have a problem with, not the police. We're having our rights taken away from us. All the teachers, the parents, the police, everybody. It's the government we have a problem with.
Thank you, Alicia. Big round of applause for Alicia! Coming all the way from Aberdeen just to tell our story. What a wonderful woman. Right, we're going to play some music for a couple of songs. Definitely Loch Lomond.
I just started it because I got told I was going viral on it, and I was like,
Give us 5 minutes and we'll get somebody else back on. Thank you all for coming. We've got guys to Peterhead, Glasgow, Fraserburgh, and we've got a man up here that's come all the way from London for the day. So let's keep it going the way it's going. We'll get a couple more speakers in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Rob Lizard fighter.
I'm doing that. I'm up at a thing. Can I phone you back?
My mum didn't like me. No fucking likes me. Even more people will hate me after this. Nobody's talking about what we could do. Even Tommy Robinson, there's nobody talking about what we can do. I'll tell you what we can do. In the 70s, the fishermen blockaded the whole fucking country. I was there. But guess what? The fishermen are too fucking afraid now to come to this. They've been warned off. They've been told to go away. Fucking pussies. This is the owners. Every one of them. I was the top skipper in Peterhead in Aberdeen. 30, 40 years ago, for fuck's sake. But this needs fishermen. And the only plan I can see, and I've dealt with Margaret Thatcher, don't hit me. Margaret Thatcher, Benazir Bhutto, Ernest Koroma, I've been presidents and these fuckers all my life. I wish I knew then what I know now. But the fishermen need to unite. And I can unite them if they'll fucking pick up the phone. Then we can take all of these fuckers back. I'm not racist, but all these soldiers, does everybody know what they've been told to do in September? Yeah, the heads off. So, what are we going to do? Stand by and watch? Fucking Keir Starmer's going to stand by and watch. And all these fishermen, I hope it's their fucking children and the farmers that have all stayed away because they're not allowed. Sorry? Now, fucking fed up. We've got enough boats, we could take the whole fucking lot of them back at once. And I've said Normandy landings 2, we'll take the whole fucking lot over there and we'll dump the bastards. Not in the water, by the way. We'll give them a gun plant in the middle of this. But we could do that, but we need the farmers as well to take them down to the boats. I'm going to send a letter to the Prime Minister, First Minister, all these scum, paedophile bastards. Everybody knows about Keir Starmer, apart from these police. Jimmy Savile's little rent boy. He got a knighthood for looking at keeping Jimmy Savile out of the fucking court. Scum. So if we get all the fishing boats, we'll maybe even have to charter a couple of the big ferries and take them all away. We'll go in. I'm going to give him a letter. I'm going to give them all a letter within the next week, and I'm going to give them 14 days to come back with a plan to get these fuckers out of our country. This is our country, not theirs. All these thin blue line bastards here, they all work for us, but they've forgotten that. And there's mass people of us. We just need the big boys now to get up and stand up and make a march. We could take down Aberdeen Council. We could take it down. Next week I've got a plan. We've got the whole thing written. It's all ready to go down.
and then we'll go and shut down the police as well, because they work for us. They're not doing their fucking job. They're fighting with us. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight at all. There shouldn't be any more fighting. These bastards took me to ARI to have me executed 2 years ago. That's what it was. They put remdesivir in me, telling me it was saline fucking solution. They're fucking scum. They shut down my kidneys. They were waiting to give me my asylum and morphine. That's end of life. And they're all complicit. Your nurses and doctors, all complicit. The whole fucking lot, everything. Sorry? Aye, they're good at dancing. You know that all the dances they were doing, these are satanic rituals. And that's why they had everybody 6 feet apart, because that's what they do when they're murdering a baby. Murdering a fucking baby. The Child Protection Services have a quota of 220,000 children a year they have to put underground. Every fucking year. They're not working for us. They're fucking scum, the whole lot of them. Oh, sorry. I've got Tourette's. Sorry, I identify as Tourette's. Dear fucking hell. Right, I have to stop swearing. So that's me finished. Does anybody know who Q is? QAnon. Does anybody know who it is? Yeah. No. I'm it, but I'm not Q. No, this is fact. 2,000 years ago, our Father, 6,000 years ago, God made us, our Father, capital G, capital O, capital D. And then he told Lucifer to look after us, and he says, fuck, no. I don't want to do it. I want to be with the other species. There's 22 other species, doesn't matter, I'm not going to get into that shit. So he left Lucifer for 4 days. So okay. So he gave Lucifer the job to be the god of this planet. Small g, small zero, small d.
Star Wars Lucifer.
Sorry?
Star Wars Lucifer.
Aye. Well, the Tony Blair was the real one. That was where I got in touch with Margaret Thatcher, because I had a plan to take him down 30 years ago. Legally and lawfully, same as now. I'm going to send them on a letter. I'm going to give them 14 days to come back to me with their plan to take these boys out of the country by Christmas. And if he doesn't come back within 14 days, lawfully, you're sacked, because we sack you. You're not doing the job that we want you to do. We are the people. You work for us. You do what we tell you. It's not happening. So after 14 days, we get the boats and we take them all back. We'll cook their fish. We'll give them the whole lot. But it needs fishermen that have got a pair of balls, and I'm not sure if there's any left in this country. Where are they? They've been told not to come, so they're not here. Oh, don't point them out or else they get the sack. Well, we'll have to charter a few ferries and that as well, we don't care. We'll just get them ourselves and get them out. Dump them in France, and then we'll come back and we'll get all the politicians on the boats and we'll dump them in France as well. And then we'll come back and take the police over as well. But we need to start by taking down councils. Okay, that's me done. Sorry.
Big shout to the speaker. Right, next we have a very excellent speaker, an upcoming speaker, Ryan H. Where are you, Ryan? There we go. Big round of applause for Ryan, an up-and-coming star in this game.
Good afternoon, Peterhead. Right, so if you don't know who I am, my name's Ryan H. and I'm stepping in for Alec from Spartan Child Protection Team, alright? So, I'm going to speak about how important it is for the protection of our children. So just a few numbers for you. In the UK, in a year, there's approximately 500,000 children that are sexually abused per year. Now, if that doesn't anger you, then I don't know what you're doing here, all right? It's absolutely disgusting. Another fact for you, another figure, approximately 840,000, that's nearly 1 million, of adults are a risk to children, right? They're a risk of sexual abuse to children. Now, 840,000, nearly 1 million. We've got our own wrongings to deal with. We don't need more. We don't need more coming in on boats and adding to the fucking adding to the pressure that we've got dealing with our own wrongings. And just another number for you, just for you to take away and think about this. Approximately 20% of people who distribute and hold indecent images of children get a custodial sentence. 20%. That shouldn't be 20%, it should be 100%. If you take away a child's innocence, you do not deserve to even breathe the same air as us. So, as parents, grandparents, citizens, we need to come together as communities, towns, everything, right? And protect our children, because the authorities aren't going to do it. The authorities, in my eyes, they're complicit, because I'm sick to death of seeing in the papers, oh, someone who's just shared 5,000 images, suspended sentence. Someone who's just done heinous crimes against children for years, suspended sentence. Why are they getting suspended sentences? Because they're all complicit. Now, they're all getting housed in our communities as well, without any of us knowing. Now, I'm from South Ayrshire, not originally. I sound like an Oasis tribute act, right? Because I'm from Manchester. But in South Ayrshire, I've lived there for 10 years. My wife's Scottish, my family's Scottish, and I'm proud to live here in Scotland, right? So,